Okay, it's my turn. Welcome. It's another great Saturday. Ageless in America. I'm Lew Wilson.
And I'm Anna Johnson, and we're just delighted to have you join us once again.
You know, sometimes in the studio, we never know if it's raining or sunshine, but I can tell you one thing. Anytime you're sitting next to this beautiful lady,
oh my,
it's always a ray of sunshine.
Oh my, thank you very much.
You're very kind.
And we do live in the Sunshine State,
Yes,
so
we
I
do.
love every day when the sun is shining and the weather is beautiful and we can get outdoors. But I know that you always like to talk about a special day.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is so cool because I love this day.
Well, this is a beautiful day. If you go to the nationaldaycalendar.com, you'll find out that today is National Common Courtesy Day.
Don't you love that?
I love that.
It's so easy for you to do something special for somebody today. So we're going to challenge you to go out today and do something very, very nice for somebody. Maybe somebody you don't even know.
Because we know it doesn't cost anything
No.
to be nice, right?
Carry a grocery bag, open a door, you know, just give a nice compliment to somebody. It does mean a lot.
And when you got a smile on your face, make sure, because you know, when we end the show, we always say, stay active, stay healthy. This month is National Nutrition Month.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, this guy, you've done really well with your nutrition. He's lost some weight, but I think you contribute that to not only nutrition, but walking as well.
I walk all the time. I try, if I get 15 minutes, I walk. Sometimes I'll walk down the street and then go back to my car, but some people think that's a little strange.
No, no, you get some walking in. But I talked to a nutritionist one time, and he said, you know, walking is the best exercise because
really
you just open the front door, you go outside, and you put one foot in front of the other.
It's
nice and
inexpensive
easy.
and it's healthy. But on top of that,
Well, we have a special guest today, and we're very excited to have Ashley Marshall with us, and she is the Director of Communications for the Florida Department of Elder Affairs. And this is such a great department, Ashley, and I know you're so proud to work with it because you have tremendous resources for people in this area and their caregivers. So tell us a little bit about it, if you will.
Yeah, the department, really our main mission is to help people age well in the state of Florida. It's our vision to see everyone aging with dignity and purpose and independence. And we want to keep people in their own homes and communities as they age and foster an environment in Florida that really promotes that and work with our public and private partners to advocate on behalf of the elder needs.
And I'm so excited about Senior Days. I mean, this is just awesome. It's going on for some time. It's going to be held at the Capitol. Tell us about that.
Yes, on April 15th, it's our Florida Senior Day. It's an event hosted by our department with United Way of Florida. We're really excited about this year's event. We have a lot of new activities this year. Expecting over 1,000 people from across the state.
wow.
Yeah, it's been a really successful event. It's a day of celebration, really, for the contributions that older Floridians play in their communities every day and across the state. We have more than 4.8 million residents in the state that are over the age of 60, the highest percentage in the nation. And we want to have a day where we can honor their contributions, where we can really have a fun day, and also we can focus on advocacy for their needs and really connect them with the resources so that they know what's available to them.
You know, I remember my mom lived in Jacksonville. She's here now, but she came over with several busloads of people to the Capitol, and she had a blast. I mean, it was wonderful for her.
Yeah, it's a really great event. It's well attended, and we have people who arrange groups together, and we have some travel partners this year on our website at floridaseniorday.org. So people can gather a group together and get a bus and come up for the day. There's actually a reception the night before as well at the Tallahassee Senior Center from 5:30 to 7:30, which is sort of a rally and a kickoff for the day's event. And then there's a lot of exciting things happening on the day of at the state capitol as well.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Oh, it sounds good. And that's on April 15th, right?
April 15th, beginning at 10 a.m.
That's great. And there's more coming up next. So you stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you have a loved one who needs help with cooking, light housekeeping, or simply companionship?
Or do you know a post-surgical patient or a new mom who needs a little help around the house?
Healing by Nature in-home care and senior services provides dependable and compassionate caregivers to allow you or your loved one to remain in the security of your own home. Call us today or visit our website for more information. Healing by Nature in-home care and senior services, where it's natural to heal at home.
Well, welcome back. And you know, Anna, every time I say welcome back, I think of welcome back, Mr. Carter.
Now, we do not want to break out in song.
Oh, we can't? Welcome back.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, we got it. I'm sure everybody
Anyway,
else is singing.
Florida Senior Days, you can't miss this. It sounds great. We got another guest coming up to talk about more, so stick around. And in the meantime,
Well, Ashley was a great guest, and she gave us some wonderful information. And I just
Absolutely.
want to say one more thing. You know, this is a point of personal interest, but I said earlier that my mom used to come over from Jacksonville. Well, she's here now in Tallahassee, and she's almost 102. So she won't be making the trip.
an
to the-
octogenarian.
Yeah, she's just amazing, and she
Wow.
just likes to rest a lot, which is good. You know,
Absolutely.
she has her activities, but resting is her biggest thing that she enjoys doing. And when we talk about resting, I had a chance to rest at the sleep gallery, as you know.
Yes, you did.
When you did all the boing, boing, boing on the mattresses, I had a chance to check out a couple of them, and especially one. And oh my gosh, it was so relaxing that I actually went to sleep.
Anna, it's time to go home now.
Oh my gosh, what time is it?
It's closing time.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, before I go, can I ask you some questions real quick?
Please do.
Wow.
Okay.
Sometimes that's a very comfortable bed, you know, and sometimes we have a tendency to forget what a good night's sleep really means, don't we?
We do. And one of the most critical ways to determine if you're getting enough quality sleep is if you can make it through the entire day without having to take a nap, like you just did.
Or having your husband or wife get mad at you because you snored all night or you tossed and turned.
That is correct.
Let's talk for a minute about the people who, you know, go to bed and, you know, their minds are just going 100 miles a minute because they haven't finished everything they wanted to do today and they have a list for tomorrow. You know, to clear your mind. Sometimes that's hard for a busy person.
It is. One of the best things you can do through the evening right before you go to bed is to maybe take yourself back to a happy time and relive that moment. Just take away from some of the busy things that you're currently thinking of so that you can calm down and actually get into a good sleep quicker.
Sometimes there's so many people who, right before they go to bed, they just have to have that little bit of something, a little bowl of ice cream or a cookie. That's not really a good idea, is it?
It's not. It's one of the worst things you can do to disrupt your sleep throughout the night. Avoiding food 3 to 4 hours before bedtime, as well as nicotine and caffeine.
Some people need 8 hours of sleep, some people need 6 hours of sleep, but you really need continuous hours.
Correct. It's very important for you to get up in the morning and go to sleep at night at the same time on a continual basis. So
Yeah.
make a daily routine out of your sleep time and wake time.
Yeah. The benefits of a good night's sleep, let's just go over those for a minute.
It's a long list. They're endless.
Yeah.
Sleep is the most important part of your wellness. It affects your cognitive response, your physical activity for the day, how you perform, your lack of performance for that matter as well. So it's critical in any and all facets of day-to-day living.
I'm ready for my sumo lesson.
And, you know, in your gallery here, I see you have a wide variety of names. Beauty Rest, Tempur-Pedic, I mean, hard mattresses, soft mattresses. One size doesn't necessarily fit all.
That's true as well. One of the things that we tell people most every day is that it's not a one-size-fits-all
Yeah.
type purchase. It's something that needs to be custom fitted for every individual and as a couple combined.
Well, Todd, the best thing for someone to do is to come in and try out one of the mattresses to see what's right for them.
That's correct. We encourage people to come in and take a nap, just
Ooh.
like you did.
Can I have maybe a few more minutes?
I'll tell you what, it's closing time, but we'll give you one more snooze.
Okay. I didn't try out this one. Can I do this?
Yes. All right, here's your blanket and your teddy bear.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Sleep tight.
Some very cool local firms want to make your golden years the best years of your life. There are benefits to being over 50, and there's one convenient place where you can find them: localseniordiscounts.com. Imagine discounts for more than 25 area restaurants, retail and shopping, health, medicine, household services. For details on these special offers, visit localseniordiscounts.com. You'll be glad you did.
Improving the quality of your life could be as simple as improving your quality of sleep. At the Sleep Gallery, we can help you take the guesswork out of buying your next mattress with our new bed match program. At the Sleep Gallery, you can choose from Tempur-Pedic, Simmons Beauty Rest, Sealy Posturepedic, Sealy Optimum, Stearns & Foster, Kingsdown, Pure Latex Bliss, and more, in stock and ready for immediate delivery. If you're suffering from health issues, you might want to consider the therapeutic benefits of an adjustable bed. The Sleep Gallery, open 7 days a week. Tallahassee's mattress experts.
Well, welcome back. You know, Anna, it's always fun to run up and down those mattresses at the Sleep Gallery. I almost want to go there every week because when I was a kid, who didn't jump on their bed?
That's right. Boing, 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 and you did it. You did it.
But anyway, here's something special. And just because we might have a segment or a video that you've probably seen before, we're always going to come back with a little interesting tidbit, which I'm going to give you right now. When you're shopping for a mattress, think of the words SLEEP.
Got it.
I do, yeah.
Strategically simple. Sleep. Select a mattress. L. Lie down in your typical sleep position. When you're on the mattress, E. Evaluate the level of comfort and support. Educate yourself about each selection. And P. Partners should test beds together. So no matter what store you go together, check them all out, find the one that's best for you, because believe me, overall wellness has to do with sleep, diet, and exercise.
That's right. And they do it all at the Sleep Gallery.
Yes,
I mean,
they
it's
do.
got a lot of beds over there.
Anyway,
well, we
your
have
turn.
a great guest today because we're talking about 2015 Florida Senior Day at the Capitol. And welcome to Jason Zaborski. Jason is with the Capitol events for the Florida Senior Days, and big day, Jason.
It's going to be huge, Anna, and we're happy to have you out there too.
I'm excited about it, but tell us about all the little things that are going to be happening during the day.
Well, we have the day at April 15th at the State Capitol, and it starts at 10 o'clock and actually starts with you at the town hall meeting.
Oh, it's going to start at the town hall
Yeah,
meeting.
start at the town hall meeting,
Great.
and that's going to be inside the State Capitol in the cabinet room, and you're going to be posing some tough questions, I'm sure, to policymakers on senior issues, and we're going to have an audience of seniors in the crowd asking their own questions in their own words to policymakers on important senior issues that are taking place during session.
Wow, so if you have a question for one of the legislators, all you got to do is be at the forum that day and ask your questions.
Be there and be heard, yes, for
be
sure.
there and be heard, exactly. Well, how can seniors learn more about this? I know it's going to be a big day. We want seniors to participate. And as we said earlier, gosh, they're coming in from all over the state. That's just amazing.
Yeah, and a lot up here, where we want everybody in the Big Bend area and surrounding counties to come and come up for a day trip. We're going to have a free lunch at the State Capitol for all seniors and their families.
Free lunch.
I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. We'll have, over 50 different exhibitor booths giving out free information, health screenings, free health screenings to seniors.
Good.
So a lot of just great resources and information that's going to be available, guided tours of the State Capitol for those that are traveling up. And we want everyone to join us for the reception the night before, too, at the Senior Center. It's going to be a kickoff party, and really I think it's going to be a fantastic event for everybody involved, and I hope everyone joins us.
I'm looking forward to it. Can I bring Lou?
Oh, he's invited, yes, for sure.
I'm invited. Is there any special entertainment
Only if you're
going on?
coming.
That's what they all say. I got to drag her along.
We do. The Tallahassee Swing Band is coming up, and they're going to be doing an encore performance at Senior Day starting at 1, so
That's
right
great.
after lunch.
That's
Well,
great.
we can't wait. That sounds
great.
great, Jason.
Yes.
That's great stuff, Jason. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Coming up, we've got the Digital Minute with Ryan and Chucha Barber and a special on opening night. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
Well, once again, we are speaking with Chris Hecox, and he is, of course, is the director of opening nights at Florida State University. So many incredible performances so far. What, about 32, Chris?
About so.
Wow,
Yeah,
how
it's
far
great.
we have come.
Absolutely.
Well, the next performance has to do with Harlem Renaissance. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so there's a play that was written and conceived by Avery Sharp, who's a jazz musician, amongst some other people, called Raising Cain, and it's based very loosely on the Jean Toomer novel Cain that was written in 1923 about the Harlem Renaissance. And it stars Jasmine Guy, and I'm sure many people know Jasmine from her work on A Different World and on Broadway and on TV and in the movies. And she dances. She's a triple threat. She dances, she sings, she acts. And it's a very interesting performance. There's a lot of multimedia, there's video, there's photography, and there's this jazz trio. And so it's really just this amalgamation of what the Harlem Renaissance was all about through Jasmine's performance.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the stage should be rocking that night.
It will be. It's going to be. It's going to be an amazing performance. It is shown in a couple of different locations in Florida this year. I know one of my colleagues at South Miami-Dade put it on in February as a part of Black History Month, and we're really happy to bring it upstate here in March.
Sounds exciting, and I love the name Raising Cain. So if you'd like more information or tickets, just give them a call over at Florida State University, and that number is 644-6500. Always a pleasure, Chris.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chucha Barber with Impact Visual Media, and we're here today for another WCTV Digital Minute. I'm with my son, Ryan Barber, who works for WCTV. Hi, Ryan.
Hey, Mom.
So, Ryan, last week you shared with me some information I didn't already know about Twitter and tweeting and hashtags, but I've been thinking about it, and I don't really understand why I want to communicate with a whole bunch of people that I don't really know. I mean, honestly, what's the value of tweeting?
Okay, great question. One of the real values of Twitter is it allows you to stay current on news happening, either in your local area or on a national or international scale. It also allows you to touch base with people of similar interests. But going back to the news, let's say that there's breaking weather happening, right? Well, you're going to get up to the second information via Twitter that maybe you wouldn't normally on traditional broadcast media.
Okay, so like, what kind of people tweet? Just everybody?
Well, everyone should tweet, at least that's my philosophy. But a lot of people of status tweet, right? Famous celebrities, even President Obama. But some of our anchors, if not all of our on-air talent, have their own personal Twitter pages. So I'll take you to one of them. Here is Mike McCall.
Hey, I know Mike.
Yeah,
Cool.
WCTV at Mike. So here's Mike's page, and Mike is obviously going to post content related to weather.
Does he have some kind of funny mask on over there?
I think it's superimposed. He must be on a green screen there.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, that's the beauty of Twitter, right? It allows you to engage with people of a celebrity in such a way that maybe you wouldn't normally. So if you reached out to Mike at Mike WCTV, he's likely to respond back to you.
So a lot of people's personality can come out in Twitter that might not otherwise show up in their professional roles.
Exactly.
Interesting. Are there a lot of famous people on Twitter?
Almost everybody. And if they're not, I certainly would encourage them to do so. So, Chucha Barber, maybe want to get on that.
Well, I don't think that I'm famous, but if tweeting helps, I'm going to get started right away. And we'll see you next week for another WCTV Digital Minute.
Join us as we celebrate Florida seniors on April 15th at the Florida Capitol.
The Area Agency on Aging for North Florida is an aging and disability resource center for the Panhandle and Big Bend regions. We can help you apply for Medicaid, long-term care, and we offer a network of community partners for senior health and wellness. Services include elder abuse prevention and awareness, Medicare and long-term care counseling, as well as our Elder Helpline, connecting elders and persons with disabilities and caregivers to community resources. Call us today.
Journey to a hidden kingdom, where the smaller you are, the bigger the adventure. Danger lurks in cracks, in shadows. Discover tiny heroes and an adventure of giant proportions. tiny giants.
Now playing at Challenger IMAX. Visit challengertlh.com or call 644-IMAX for showtimes.
Well, welcome back to Ageless in America, and we hope we've given you some great information for you and the other members of your family. And right now, we're going to be talking once again to Lisa Bretz. Now, Lisa is with the Area Agency on Aging, and they are an incredible resource for seniors in our area and caregivers. So let's take another look at that interview. Well, the Area Agency on Aging covers 14 counties. Lisa, that's just amazing. I really had no idea that your agency was as large. And first of all, before we go any further, I'd like to thank you all so much for being the title sponsor of Ageless in America. We appreciate that.
It's our pleasure. We're really excited for your show.
Well, it's an opportunity to let people out there know about these incredible services that you offer, not only seniors, but caregivers as well.
Absolutely. We are fortunate to have a great network of service providers that actually provide the direct services to help elders remain independent in their home, age in place with dignity, with choices on how they want to live out their life for healthier, happier, more productive lives.
How do you do that? What are some of the services that you offer?
I know everybody out there has had to have heard of Meals on Wheels.
Yes.
And one of our providers here in Leon County happens to be Elder Care Services. And we have a provider like Elder Care Services in the other 13 counties that surround us.
Oh, you know, I did not know that. There's a tendency for us to just think that it's here in Leon County, but it's in the other counties as well.
It is in other counties, and it's in large part due to the Older Americans Act that provides funding for these programs.
You know, many times when we get into a drastic situation and we need help, maybe with an older person in our family, we think, oh my gosh, who do I turn to? But they can turn to you and ask for help in certain instances?
They absolutely can, and it's really easy. All they have to do is dial 1-800-963-5337 anywhere in the state of Florida, and they'll get connected to an agency like mine, and we'll be able to have trained specialists talk to them about what their situation is, any questions or concerns they have, and then point them towards the direction of the most appropriate resources to help meet their needs.
Is it easy to get help, Lisa?
You know, it depends on what you define as easy. I think it's easy to access resources that can help answer questions that you might have, but to actually tie into those services, unfortunately, there are waiting lists for many of our services. But there are a wealth of private pay resources and other public and private funded programs that can help people that maybe they don't have to have a waiting list.
Right. So you can refer people to other agencies as well?
Absolutely. In fact, the Department of Children and Families is one of our major partners. We often handle high-risk referrals for individuals who are at risk of abuse, neglect, and exploitation. We also work very closely with our funder, the Department of Elder Affairs, and their CARES unit to help people who are looking for long-term care assistance and navigate that system.
Yeah, we've been talking primarily about seniors and older adults, but sometimes I get so concerned about our caregivers. I mean, they need help too.
Absolutely, they do. And one of the greatest resources that the community provides is respite care, and that's just giving the caregivers a break. We also have a great partnership with the Alzheimer's Project, who covers the same counties that we do.
Wow.
They've expanded this year, and they provide caregiver support programs, they provide education, they provide counseling, and they provide much needed respite for our caregivers.
What an incredible resource that we have here in this area for 14 counties. And I would like for you to give the telephone number once again so people will know how to reach you.
Absolutely. We call it the Elder Helpline. It's 1-800-963-5337.
Okay, Lisa. Thank you for being our guest, and thank you for being our title sponsor for Ageless in America. And you stay with us. We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back, Anna. It's so amazing because the Area Agency on Aging, if you go to their website, just clicking on transportation, you can find out a plethora, I love that word, plethora of items of transportation that you can research all around the state that are available for elders. And It's amazing. I mean, from bus travel to air travel to whatever. So if there's any kind of research you want to do, that's really the place to go.
And like I said earlier, I think we gave you some great information for you to digest. I think, and a lot of things people probably didn't even know about.
Correct. That's correct. And there's a couple of important things. You know, we have a lot of sponsors on our show, which this show could not be made available without them. And we would like you to tell us how you like the show.
Please.
And the sponsors would like to hear from you too. So if you email us at agelessinamerica.tv@gmail.com, and we'll flash that up on the screen. Tell us how you like the show, good, bad, and different. How much you love Anna, because everybody loves Anna.
Tell us if you really like the show, and maybe what you think you would like to see in future shows, and we'll try to accommodate you. And we try to tell you what's going on in our area, and we have a lot of things going on. But you have a special driver's book? What is that?
Yes, I have a special driver's book. It's the Florida's Guide for Aging Drivers. And this is fantastic. You can get this at safeandmobileseniors.org through the Florida Department of Transportation. A lot of people don't realize that these types of books and resources are available. And every show, we will bring you a new resource so that you can look it up. So this is just awesome. And of course, Ashley and with the Department of Elder Affairs, they have a plethora of information and resources for you to research as well. So every time you tune in, you're going to get something different and something awesome. And speaking of awesome, what's coming up next weekend?
Oh, yeah, next weekend is Springtime Tallahassee. You know, it's at the end of March this year, so it's on March 28th.
That's right.
And Springtime Tallahassee the parade begins at 10:30 in the morning, and they're going to have floats and bands and festivals from all over this area. It's really one of the biggest events in the whole area.
Yep.
So
remember.
Now I'm going to say, set your what? Not your DVR.
Set your digital video recording.
Okay.
That's. I think we got that right. Watch the Digital Minute for more information.
Right, and tape our show if you're out watching the parade.
Don't forget, Florida Senior Days, April 15th. Stay active.
Right, and stay healthy. We'll look for you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
So what do you think about that?
Florida Senior Days. I can't wait, especially for.
Brought to you by the Area Agency on Aging for North Florida.